Alrighty then, well here we are on this disc now, opposite of the anvil, and it has a tapered surface here, and so in order to get this mill down, I was going to put it on the lathe, but unfortunately it's too large diameter to chuck up on the lathe, and I don't have a gap bed on the lathe to accommodate this, so it's going to have to be turned by hand on the milling machine here. And so what I'm doing now is I'm tramming in the head with this dial indicator using a parallel. Because the surface of it is damaged, you can't get an accurate reading off of this, or at least any kind of accurate reading. And so I'm bridging over the Dingus McGee's here to get this. So now we're at let's see, that would be between 02 and 03 on this side, and 02 and 015 on this side. So this one needs to go a little further towards 02. This is kind of a relative measurement. It's not an actual measurement as such. I'm not really interested in the... Okay, now we're almost at 02. This is going to be kind of a fickle little adjustment. Right on 02 here. Oops, got to go the other way. Just a smidge. Okay, we're a little over 02 here, and we should be on the same over here. And we are. So it's time to tighten up the head. And now we're on the same plane of the face mill, or for the face mill, as this plane is for the disc. Let me zoom you out here a little bit. You can't see what I'm doing here too well. But anyway, the reading now is almost identical. You're never going to get it 100%, but this is close enough. The only way you get it 100% is put it on the lathe. And being as how the lathe is, like I said, too small, I'm going to have to do it this way. So now I'm going to give you a bird's eye view, or an up close view of the setup here. We have the rotary table set on the mill, clamped down with 4 hold downs. Then there's this chuck in the middle, and it was centered with a plug. I had to make a plug that fit in the center of the rotary table, and also slipped inside the inside hole of this chuck, and that centered it up well enough. And now we got this disc here mounted up. It has its own arbor, and so it's in the chuck. Now, as far as how we're going to rotate this around, of course, by hand, as this is cutting. And in order to get the overlaps done right, we're going to start in the middle and work our way towards the outside, because you know, you never will get a perfect overlap if you come down straight down with the arbor, or raising and lowering the head. So what we're going to do is go with the feet on the table in the x-axis. We're going to feed into the slope of the disc and get it to overlap that way. So let me get this all set back up on the tripod, and we'll show you what I mean. Yeah, I've raised the table up to where we're almost touching, so now I'm going to give it some coolant here. if I were to turn the coolant on, it would make such a mess that you'd never get happy with it. So I'm just going to put it on with a little Windex bottle here. And now raise it up till we touch off. Take real light cuts, otherwise I'm going to have vibration out the anyway. Closer here. That doesn't look too bad. I think we can live with that. I'll bring you back when I go to make the next cut. Now comes time to set a new track. To take a deeper cut, and each time I advance the long slide feed here, and I'm going to drop the table down 1.5 millimeters, 2 millimeters, and then run the slide into, take out all the slop, or the backlash. And 2 millimeters. Advance the feet on the table here. just a wee bit more. We've got a pretty nice cut going here, but the unfortunate thing is it tapers out up on this side, so I'm going to have to end up resetting everything and taking another cut. So I'll bring you back when that's all done. Well, here's a survey of the finished product. There's just a little bit of a hairline right here, but over here it runs out, so it's got a good overlap on the cut, and on the third cut all the way around it's got real good overlap. Over here on the perimeter of the disc there's still some evidence of the damage that occurred, but I think we'll just leave this well enough alone the way it is. These are the marks where the cutter was advanced up the hill to get it to overlap. But overall this turned out pretty good. We got some little ribs right here that need to be sanded out, but that's from the advance when the disc was advanced into the cutter, so that this plane stays the same. This is actually flat, and then it goes up the hill here. Like I said, there was 6.5 millimeters difference in depth from here to here, and this is 125.3 millimeters, so that's roughly 5 inches. So at 5 inches it was roughly 1/4 of an inch depth. So this is considered finished, and we'll show you again after it's sanded how it's going to look. Well, YouTube, this is going to wrap it up for this episode, or this little mini series of Project Donut, and this is going to get handed off to the division that gets it. So anyway, I hope you got a kick out of what happened here, and see you again soon.